Well, I used audience feedback quite a lot. I used it to improve my poster and and actual um, the actual film that we did. First of all, for the film, for to get feedback for that, we once we'd finished it, we had like a viewing at school where we got there was about 15 people there watching it, and what we basically got them to do is write a couple of things that they liked, like what they thought could be improved, um, yeah, what they thought on lighting and stuff like that. We also got asked people to comment on the video once we'd put it on YouTube. For the poster, I used audience if I was struggling to do something or to know if I had like an option of the two and wanted to know which one looked better. I I went and asked some people what they thought looked better, and this actually helped quite a lot because it helped me to improve it and obviously get more one opinion on it, and their opinion would be the same as just like anybody else really. So this is the feedback we got from the viewing. Of Everyone just wrote what they thought on a piece of paper. It's mostly positive, but obviously there are things in here as well that they thought needed changing or improving. The viewing was right sort of at the end of the time we had to do it, so we couldn't obviously change everything. But if there was something really obvious or really vital, we did have a little bit of time to change a few things. This first sheet, um, comments on a storyline. Basically said they liked it. Titles very well done. The animation of them and the red and black colors of the font fits into the genre well. It says about the femme fatale with good subtle hints. Said she might be a bit too innocent, which I understand. Until the end, obviously when the femme fatale kills someone. The ending, commented on the dark lighting, which is good because that's what we wanted. With the red, and they've also said how it's low key, which is the convention of film noir, so that's also good. And settings, just says it works well with the mood of what's going on. So that was all quite positive feedback. This one here, I just put this one up because it says about not expecting the ending, which is good because that's what we were hoping to do, because we had the femme fatale killing someone, which we didn't think was conventional. So it's good that they've said they didn't expect it, because that's basically what we wanted to happen. Also on this bit, on this one, they say about the end bit with the because we had it in the dark, the quality of the actual video didn't end up as good as the rest of it, but I think that was okay because we thought having the low key lighting and the red lighting was more important to get that in the video than rather than worrying about the quality of the picture too much. Things that people thought could be improved. There's a couple there's a couple here that talk about the lighting. Yeah, the lighting at the end. The murder scene where we tried to create low-key lighting was too dark. So I think there we could. It's that one, and there's also this one. It says down here. It was too dark, so I think for that bit we should have we had the red light from the TV. That was the only light we had on, and a little bit coming from outside. But I think maybe if we just had like a small lamp, just not actually in the shot, but behind the camera, that would have provided just a little bit more light, and that would have just made it easier to see basically when people were watching it. Another point on this one, which I agree with, is the conversation in the pub. They just say it goes on for quite a long time, and it takes up quite a big chunk of our film. We could have been. It is an important bit because we need to say everything, because that's basically the bit in the film where which makes the viewer understand the whole story. But it does go on for quite long. I think we could have been more direct there, and that's what this one brings up. There's also said about a couple of continuity mistakes, which we knew about them. We think we knew about most of them, but only a few people would realise them because they were quite small. For example, the straw one in the bar scene, and also in the bar scene, we filmed on. I'll get it up. We filmed on 2 different days. So, and our femme fatale was wearing different colour nail varnish. Here, when she's got on well, it's just like bits halfway through it. So some parts she has on red nail varnish. You can almost saw it there. There. So she got red nail varnish on there. And there is a shot where you can see it's pink, basically. So yeah, so we did know there was a few continuity problems, but we didn't have time to get rid of them, basically, and we didn't think they were so bad that like loads of people would see. This one here talks about more things we could improve on. Oh yeah, the hand, the at the beginning of the bar scene, we tried to do like an establishing shot. Of the pub, because just so people got the idea about where they were. But and we tried to get it so the camera, it focused on the sign of the pub to begin with, and sort of panned and tilted down at the same time to the window at the front, because that's where they were both sitting, and it's quite shaky. And this one here, we did try and do this shot quite a lot of times to get the best we could, but this one here, we couldn't do it without it being shaky. So I think maybe we could have left that shot out and it wouldn't look shaky. But I don't think that's a huge problem. So that was basically the feedback we got from the viewing we did at school, where we asked people to come and watch it. We also once we'd put the video on YouTube, we asked people to comment on. We sent out a group message on Facebook and asked people to. They could either comment on the YouTube video or on this group message, but most people just did the message. So I've got a few screenshots of that. Mostly similar to what people said at the viewing. This one says the interaction at the start while the music's playing with the with between when Jake walks from behind and walks past. Spencer says that could be a bit more clearer, but to explain what's going on, because that is right, because at that point you don't really know. You only know who Jake is because you've seen him in the bit before doing the with the voiceover at the graveyard. But the other two, you're not really sure what's going on. You don't really know why Dom has just said that to him either. So I understand that. This one, they say at the end here, the scene where it's the scene just after the pub one. They basically just say that it didn't really add a lot, which I think if we did take it out, the storyline wouldn't be affected massively. It does develop the storyline, but if it wasn't there, I don't think it would be a huge miss or loss. The audience wouldn't not get it at all if this wasn't in here. It's quite short anyway. What this scene does do though is, it just leads on to this one. So it sort of shows that Jake is he's desperate to talk to this Rosie. So it sort of builds up to that, but like I said, I don't think I think if it wasn't there, it wouldn't be a massive miss. Apart from that though, this one is mostly good, mostly positive feedback. There was another point here. This one, at the pub scene, when the car pulls up at the end, it just says that it's quite loud. Actually, I agree with that one. Actually, I think what we should have done there is just we could have just turned the noise down, because there's no other actual noise at that point. It's just the car. So if we made that quieter, it wouldn't have affected anything else. So I think we could have done that there. Really, that would improved it. But it's not a huge mistake really. So overall, I think the main thing that I've learned from all that audience feedback is the scene at the end in the dark. I think we probably should have had just like a light just behind the camera, just so it made it brighter, so you could see more what was going on. And I think that would have also, if it was lighter, it would have improved the quality of the picture as well, because someone did comment on that. Apart from that, everything else was just sort of small pieces that I do agree with. We could have changed them, but just because we didn't, it's not a massive problem. They're only small things. Most of the feedback though was very good. A lot of people liked the storyline. A few people said they wanted to see what happened after she killed him. What they said, they wanted to see more like what happened to Rosie after she just killed him. Something that people also said was very good was the choices of music we had in there. they said it went well with the emotions of the character and made them well, yeah, just showed you their emotions to the audience more. Few people said about the camera angles, but yeah, mostly positive feedback. And the main thing that I've learned that I would go back and change is the end scene with the darkness. I would go back and do that again.